Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. How are y'all doing today? I wanted to discuss again some more fun theories and speculate about the lighthouse. I've talked about it previously, but I wanted to make a video where I focused on it. But let's go ahead and just jump right into it. The first time we ever see the lighthouse is when Tabitha has that vision where she's walking up to the tower stairs and she's grabbing these random kids' toys, which I think are her son's, Ethan's, and she also can hear like a baby crying as well as she's making her way up the stairs. But she sees a bunch of dates on the wall as well, and we see Jim is like hanging from the top. He's upside down as well. And again in season 1, Boyd and Sarah are exploring the forest and they see a light and hear loud noises as well. But they eventually find out that it's the lighthouse, and I don't really know how they came across it. Looked like it all happened randomly, but we'll see probably more of that in season 4. And in season 2, Victor is showing Tabitha the drawings that they find in his mom's Miranda's car. And Victor says that Eloise is the one that drew these pictures, and one of them was a drawing of the lighthouse. And after Tabitha recognizes it, she asks Victor what that place is, and he says that is the place that Miranda went the night that she died. And this time someone actually enters the lighthouse. Tabitha decides to go because her daughter and a few others were being severely affected by the music box monster. But Victor takes her to the bottle tree that night and she teleports to the entrance of the lighthouse. And she thinks that if she can save the kids, then all of the evil stuff that's happening to the residents of the town will stop. But when she's there, we can hear the kids, we can hear their voices, and they're still saying and cooey as she's climbing up to the top. And as she reaches the top, the boy in white pushes her off and apologizes, saying that this is the only way. And Tabitha wakes up in the normal world after that. Now, I wanted to talk about how to enter the lighthouse, but in season 1, on the last episode, we see Boyd and Sarah get dragged across the forest by something. And that could be a gatekeeper of some sort that is protecting the entrance of the lighthouse. From what we've seen, the only time someone has successfully made it there is through the bottle tree, as we see with Tabitha. And it looks like in the flashback that we see in season 3, we know Miranda in this moment was trying to reach the lighthouse, but she is stopped by Smiley. And it looks like he's protecting the entrance as well. But we really don't know if it's the entrance to the bottle tree or the lighthouse. They don't really show any of that in the background or anything like that. But I am assuming that it is a tree, and I say this because I think the only way to get to the lighthouse is through the bottle tree, and also it has to be nighttime. And I also think that that is the reason why the monsters come out at night. And I think that this is the only reason that they decided to come out at night as well. There's no other reason. And a example of this I can further back the theory that I got is we see Dale in season 3 enter the tree, and also this is during the daytime as well, and he is transported to the inside of the pool, so he and killed as well. And also Boyd does enter not the bottle tree, but a faraway tree, and that time it is at night, but he doesn't get teleported to the lighthouse. Instead, he gets teleported to the bottom of that dry well. And that one, the reason why I think it didn't work that time because it wasn't the bottle tree, but he did do it at night, so maybe there is a little bit of the reason why he didn't get killed outright. I'm not too sure there, but let me know what y'all think about that. So with all that said, what is so important about the lighthouse that it needs to be protected at night? Let's try to speculate some things, but my crazy first guess is that the tower could be a way to visit the real world and try and bring some help back. It's just that when Tabitha had the chance, she didn't really know what was going on. And I like to think of it like this: when Tabitha was kicked out of the lighthouse that first time, she was able to escape. At least that's what it seemed like, but ultimately ends back up in the town because the members or the townspeople of the town have like some type of tether or connection to the town that keeps them there. And I think the only way they really will be able to escape is if they free that children or break the curse of the children somehow, whatever that might be. The lighthouse could also be the actual place that they sacrifice the children as well, and it could be being guarded by the night monsters because there are probably a bunch of clues and information about a number of things about the town, and maybe even how to escape for real. And the dates could be the years these cycles begin, these dates that we see on the wall, or maybe the numbers could be each year that a group of children was sacrificed to the entity. And when Tabitha is in the tower, we can hear like the children saying Ankui and babies crying as well. So maybe that is the case. But maybe the lighthouse is what they used in the past to trap the people from previous cycles, and in turn, maybe they can use it to escape as well. That could be the main entrance and exit for this like alternate world that they're in as well. And if this is the case, that has to be the main reason that Smiley was so gung-ho about protecting the entrance when Miranda was trying to reach it. But I wanted to end with this. The tower in the show could honestly just be used for symbolic or metaphorical purposes. And if we take a look at the Tower Tarot card, in most cases it depicts a tower being struck by lightning, set ablaze, and then we see people jumping out of the tower as well. And the Tower card is a major arcana card, and it means a sudden change or upheaval in someone's life, and most of the time it is not a good change and a unavoidable one. Now, so far we can already make some connections. We know, just like in the picture here of this card, Tabitha jumps out of the tower, or she is rather pushed out, and then she's back in the new, well, I guess old world, the normal world. And her being in the new world could be the certain change that the description of the tarot card talks about. But I personally don't think that this is it. I think that the sudden change or unavoidable one as well could be when Jim died, and now Tabitha has discovered the truth about her past, and that, I mean, that is a major change for her. You know, all of that actually, like, it changes. Her whole life is completely flipped around now. And also another example of the avoidable events could be Jim's death, because we see her go back to try to save him at the end of season 3, and he dies anyway. So that probably was not her first time trying to do that, and that also pushes the point further when Ethan says that she's not able to change the stories that are already written. But let me know what you guys think about all these theories, and I thank you all for watching, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.